Welcome to the Coach's Corner. John Stanko of ICGales.com, being joined by Iona head lacrosse coach Michelle Mason. Coach, appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Your spring schedule was just released, but I want to take a trip back, if you will, to the fall and during your fall off-season, your play days. I want to know what you learned about your team, knowing those 5 or 6, basically 24-hour day-long experiences you had with your team.
Yeah, for sure. We're really excited. We have a great group of players. I think that we have the depth that we've been working on, creating kind of in the last few years with our recruiting. So we've got a really good sandwich of freshman talent and senior leadership, which is exciting. And our sophomores and juniors in between are getting pushed to take it to the next level as well.
You have 8 new freshmen this year. What do you think the biggest thing the freshmen learned during the fall and during the preseason that they need to adjust to come springtime when the real season starts?
Yeah, I think it's pace of play. We've had a lot of rule changes this year. We can move freely on the whistle now, no more stopping. The addition of the shot clock last year is a big adjustment for them as well. Way more contact, so I think they've really realized they need to put in a lot of time in the weight room and make sure they balance things out a little bit better with sleep and eating right and all that because of the rigors.
Have there been any upperclassmen or even a sophomore who's taken a leadership role in bringing these freshmen up and teaching them the Gael Nation way?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our senior class is phenomenal. They're great girls. They do well in school. Jenna and Gabby will continue to be captains, and they've done a great job showing them what's up. Pam Giordano is definitely learning her voice, which has been really great. I'd say for the sophomore class, Alyssa Connell, who she actually was a walk-on last year and took on a starting role towards the end of the season. She's really been a good kind of middle piece to show them the reins.
I want to talk about Jen Tolzman a bit. She's a gritty player. She doesn't have all the stats and everything like that, but she does all the little things well. What do you think the biggest thing the freshmen are going to learn from her watching Tolzman on the field?
Yeah, she just sells out. Like it does not matter if it's practice, if it's a game. She is team first. She's the epitome of just that leader, that grit, that grind that you want, throughout the whole field. You wish you could duplicate her. And we have a lot of middies in our freshman class that or definitely know to use her as the example, and that's what it's to be like in between the 30s in that role.
Well, now there's snow on the ground, so obviously field conditions aren't conducive to going outside and playing all the time. So how does the team stay in shape both in the weight room and cardio-wise, as well as their skill sets? How do they stay in shape during the offseason when the winter's out? Yeah,
we actually been wrapping up our end of the year player meetings, and most of them are at home working out with a trainer of sorts. They go home with a great workout packet that Coach Shaver and his staff put together. Wall ball is huge for us. We saw a really great change in them putting more time in on their own in November when our hours got cut down, so they kind of had a good springboard to jump off of when they got home.
And now your spring schedule is out. Are there any games that really excite you on your slate that you're really looking forward to playing?
Yeah, Holy Cross. We had a tough game against them last year where it just, we had a really strong start and then played them. They shook us up a little bit, but we host them this year, which will be a really good challenge for us. We're up at Brown again, which is always a great game. Every year it's kind of our benchmark in a way to see how we're doing, and then to take our trip down to the Carolinas. Really excited to play Davidson, which would be great. And Furman, a newer program, but Davidson should be a really good battle.
That would be a good road trip too to go down south. Never going to complain about that. Coach Mason, really appreciate the time and enjoy the holidays.
Thank you so much.